Should we start? All right, so welcome to Lemon. It's actually 2021. I think the latest we've ever done a show. Right, so we contemplated whether we should wait and just do 2 years together. But no, we thought we should celebrate a year and give it its due, right? So welcome to the, it's not working. It's working. This is the third edition of the show, third edition of Lemons. I think the reason why I would want to still introduce it because we have a lot of new people. And many people don't know why it's called a lemon. So the reason why it's called a lemon is it's named after the iconic VW ad, which is called the lemon. And we felt, and and VW is a brand that's had a very, DDB as an agency is built on the back of VW work. And if you guys have seen, it's one of my favorite examples, anyone who's seen Mad Men, the first episode, there's a reference to DDB and to VW. I don't think many agencies can say that, right? And if there's a hat tip that we had to give it to that iconic ad. And so the lemon. And, you know, from the time this show has been named, I've been hearing all kinds of jokes, and I keep hearing from everyone about, you know, life giving you lemons, about tequila. I've heard all those jokes, but life may give you a lot of lemons, but these set of gentlemen won't give you many lemons. Okay, this is our jury. Every year, the way we do lemons is there's one round of judging, which happens in India, where we do a first round of culling, which is mainly the senior leadership, along with the winners from last year. You cull, after which it comes to our core jury for India, which is all the senior creative heads, plus a few people, and there's Aditya, and we bring it down to a list that we send to them. So the jury changes every year except for Ari. Ari has been from the time the award was started, he's been part of it. He judges it every year. And we get two other jury members who are CCOs from around the world to join us. And they're the ones who pick the winners. So we may even send a very long short list. You're not going to get too many medals because this set of gentlemen, they don't give out so many of them. So with that, let's start with our, let me check what's the first category. So in this category, we do have two shortlists. The first one is the Red Notice Shop for Netflix. And the second one is Serona, which is again for Netflix. We do have a winner. The Red Notice Shop. We were planning to do this 2 offices. We were supposed to have one stream happening from Mumbai as well, so you would have seen the teams winning. Hard luck, I'm hoping they're enjoying their win. So moving on to our second category. We have no shortlist in this category. That's data, tech, and innovation. What we've also done is, as we go through our evolution of work and trying to understand what we're doing and moving, and it's been a year which has been slightly odd in terms of the kind of standards we're used to. And I thought it's a good time for us to also kind of remember what made us good. And so what we've done is, and you will hear from them, there are 2-3 clients you'll hear through the conversation, some of the clients we've done our best work on. And what do they feel about us? And I think that's a reminder, because that's from where we draw. We can't do anything without those clients. But there's some clients out there who are buying good work, who's helped us get to the stature that we enjoy, right? So we've got some clients who are going to be, so I've interspersed them, you'll hear them through the show, different clients talking about what they feel about us, and things that we should remember, that there are clients out there who appreciate that about us, and we should remember that those are things we have to hold precious. So we're going to start with Sid. He's our Hotstar client. There is a great part of our creative resurrection has been built on the back of Hotstar.
Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be talking to all of you because, it's a partnership that has meant a lot to us. Some of the best work that Disney Plus Hotstar has done, and in fact that I have done in my career of 20 plus years leading marketing organizations, has come with DDB. And, what DDB has been able to deliver, of course, it's been quite exceptional, but I think the things that DDB has been able to bring to the table has been true partnership from DDB in the sense that every time we have bought a brief, we have, given DDB a brief, the creative that has come out of it has been okay, let's take these, two things off the table because that doesn't, I agree that doesn't work to the brief. I think that's been amazing. So that partnership has been amazing. I think this ability to always take a creative leap based on magical realism that we've started imbuing in our communication with DDB Mudra, and it's always never been too much or too little. It's been just the right amount of magical realism, which has allowed us to deliver clutter-breaking communication in the market. Essentially, this unique ability to tie pop culture in with why the brand exists. This marriage of bringing pop culture together with why the brand exists, I think it drives a lot of impact for us. So these things have really allowed us to do some outstanding work with DDB. And I think what we would look forward to in the next phase of our journey is DDB should not change, is the childlike enthusiasm it has in the work it does, the childlike energy or innocence that it has in the work it does. Never lose that. And I love you all. Thank you.
He's been an incredible partner in this journey. I think our first few claim to fame as a creative agency happened in the back of Hotstar. And I keep getting these questions about, is it that, oh, you got lucky, you got a great client. It's not about that. You got to build that relationship. For us to be in that room, for them to trust that our definition of creativity is not at cross purpose with what they want to do with their brand. And then they let you have the freedom to do the kind of things that you want to do. It's not one piece of work, sometimes 10 pieces of work, but you got to stick in there. And you got to keep coming back. There's one thing which, and I keep saying this, it's the first time when you take something which is incredulous or quirky or unexpected, it may be scary. But when you do it the second time, when you do it the third time, you do it the fourth time, it ceases to be that. The client expects you to come with that. And once the client starts expecting you to come with that, that's when the buying starts happening. And that's a journey everyone has to go through. It doesn't start with the first one. Yeah, with that, we'll go back to the show. We do have 3 shortlists in this category. Sirona again for Netflix. Period Mode On for Stay Free. And Fast Track Flea Market. So in this category, Do we have a winner? We don't have any winner in this category. So moving on with. So the next category is digital mobile. I'm going to rush through these bits a bit, these sections a bit. It's again a category where we don't have a shortlist. Again, this also shows where probably we need to start doing more work. It's always a reflection of what is the kind of work we're not doing in the system right now. And it's a great time to actually start looking at these categories and thinking about it. Do some of our clients, do some of our brands actually want work in these categories? We're going to hear from another client who we've done some really good work over the last few years with.
Hello folks, this is Arvind from McDonald's India. DDB and McDonald's have done some truly special work over the past few years, be it on Equal, Memory Bites, or many more. This work comes from a deep understanding of the brand, the larger mission, the role in consumer lives, and especially coming to the quality of craft, the warmth and the emotion. All this goes a long way in giving the brand a distinctive voice in the very competitive market. It is this human connection in my mind that makes DDB's work truly special and something that the agency should treasure and nurture going forward. Thank you.
It'd be useful to kind of think about, you start seeing similarities and you start seeing a trend and what they're expecting from us. You know, you'll hear words like craft come out many times over. You start hearing stuff like knowing your consumer comes out many times over. And that is really where we exist. The ability to take all these things which our consumers are talking about, problems in the business, and apply creativity and craft to it. And that really is actually what Even Lemon stands for. We are celebrating the work that really manages to rise up and stand true to what we believe in. Moving on, we got the next category is. So in integrated lemons, we have one shortlist. It's Sirona from Netflix. And any guesses for which is the winner? Could be. But in this one, we do have a winner, and that is Sirona from Netflix. The next category. Print. We do not have any shortlists in it. We're going to hear from another client now, and that's a client the advertising office in this city knows about. It's the one client which has helped us do one of our best pieces of work last year.
DDB right now, someone who can deliver results while still innovating a lot and doesn't come straight out of a playbook. I mean, all ad agencies now have playbooks for all sorts of scenarios. Do continue to persist with work which has not been done before. I think that's the key, because innovation sometimes turns into a little bit of a cliched word. So the idea is to propose pitches and propose ideas which has not been done before. So if you continue to do that, I think it's natural evolution, and there is no way that you will not grow in both existing and new categories.
That's the client from this city talking about DDB. And it was a journey there again. It wasn't the way it started. That's where it's gotten to now. So again, that's the journey, and you got to keep reminding yourself that it's not going to happen at one go. You got to keep at it. Coming back to the lemons, the next category is. Sorry, I've jumped it. Oops. This is what happens. Anyway, so that now that everyone knows what is one, let me tell you what the category is. Oh, what's happening? Why is it not playing? Okay. All right. Provocation lemon. This category was actually the reason why we created this category is because it becomes so much a celebration of what comes out. But what comes out is only, the best way to make sure that what comes out is good is to make sure what goes into it is good. And that's where we started this category. It's specifically only for the provocation that we put into the system. Some of these may have not even led to work, but we believe that a provocation is very good. And that's the reason why we've given it something. Like I said, in some cases, it's not for that piece of work, but it's for one of the provocations during that campaign. We're not showing the provocations here, and I think it's very useful for you to reach out to Nidhi and get the provocation so that you know what a good provocation looks like. Because that's part of the whole way to push ourselves up and to make sure our standards get better. So, our first shortlist is Battleground. We have another one for Project Prerna, Mahindra Rise. Stay Free Daughters Day. And Words of Pride for Star. We have 2 winners in this category. Responsible gaming. Someone has to come and take it. It's a big one. This is the first lemon that South has ever won. Sorry? It's the first provocation lemon also. No, last year we gave provocation lemon. So this is the first one that South ever won. So this is a big deal. And this is the belief that it's going to grow and that this city can do exactly what everyone else is doing. The second one is for Project Prerna for Mahindra, 20 feet tribal. We don't have any other winners in this one. We go to the next category. So we have 2 shortlists. The first one is Sharona, and the second one is Red Notice Shop. We do have a winner. Sharona for Netflix. This is DDB Mudra West along with 22 feet tribal. Before we get into the the last set of categories, we have another client who's going to speak. I think it's been a great journey with them again. It's been the one brand which has gotten us the most glory in our group. We're talking about a can every year since 2018. A brand which has won us multiple Grand Prix. And all of it is on work which is so rooted to what the brand stands for. And again, you hear it from, and I think Manoj says it beautifully. Manoj is it's got a long title, I can never remember it. He says it beautifully, and I think that's really, and you really hear the essence of a great partnership, and you'll hear the essence of belief, and you'll hear what are we in the business for? Yeah? Volume brothers.
My association with DDB goes back now more than 12 years, and it's almost unbelievable to think that it's been that long a journey. But through those 12 years, I think there are a few things that absolutely have stood out in my experience of the teams that I've worked from DDB Mudra. I think some of our best work has happened when all of you have not only been absolutely awesome at your craft, which I think you are, but also when you have really, really managed to peel that onion to get to that absolutely core human truth. And even that happens very often, but the truly outstanding work happens when you have shown that you care for that consumer. I think if I think of that one example that really brings that to life for me, it's the Stay Free work that we did, the It's Just a Period campaign. And the genesis of that campaign came from that deep empathy for that young girl who's entering the category uh, at home, stuck at home, and with no access to the usual support group or support system that she could trust, which could or depend on, which would be the school, the teachers, her friends. And having that understanding was one part, but having that empathy, I think that is the secret sauce or the magical pill that transforms the work from great to absolutely something that will move people. And I think that's what I love about the work that we do with DDB. It comes from that source of empathy. I think the second piece that I've always thought about when I think about our great work or our best work with DDB is courage. I think you guys have never hesitated to take a stance, um, and stance not just for the sake of stance, not just for social currency, not just because we want to be seen as cool people who do cool stuff, but because that stance would matter. And I think people that I've worked with have had the courage to present those ideas to us, and we have had the good fortune of actually uh, uh, being offered work that's difficult to say no to, even if it gives you the shivers and the jitters when you are actually thinking of putting it out in the public domain. So courage is the second thing that comes to my mind. And the third piece that really stands out is I think you love to have fun. And some of our best work has happened when you absolutely are having fun doing the work that is obviously your job, but it is so much more than just that simplistic task. So absolutely thankful for the teams that have worked on our brands over so many years. And my only request to all of you is don't lose that courage. Don't lose that courage. But courage without the empathy means nothing. So don't lose that empathy. And if you can keep those two things together, I know that we will together be doing some awesome work. Thank you and enjoy the awards.
So this is all right. So you saw the trend. These are the four client videos. You heard all of them speak similar stuff, the belief, what they expect, advertising, and they have great belief in it. I sometimes feel we have lesser belief in what we do than some of our clients, what they have belief in what we can do. And I think that is what we need to remember. This is all a celebration of the work we have done, but it's also setting the ground for the work we will do. Yeah. Moving into the next category. So there are four shortlists in this one. There's Volkswagen radio, incomplete GPS radio. There's McDonald's doorbell. There's Battleground. Stay free, it's just a period. And Disney Plus Hotstar. We do have only 2 lemons in this category. Stay Free Daughters Day. And Disney Plus Hotstar. Moving to the next category. We have 2 shortlists in this one. Battleground and Disney Plus Hotstar. We have 1 winner in this category. And it goes to Disney Plus Hotstar. Just craft. We have craft as a single category. We don't have a. Moving to what is my favorite part of the show. Our best show for 2021 goes to if you want to see the whole team here, it's not going to be 1-2 person. Get the whole team here. All right, it's like I said, great. We got it all right. We got a broken glass also. So that's great. I mean, South started its year with a lemon and a best of show. 2 best of shows. So there's a best of show for craft and design also. Which has a logistic problem. Unfortunately, the unit of the year one came here. So we'll get this changed. This is not the best of show one. The unit of the year one came here.
Why you're not unit of the year?
No.
This is better.
So it's the first time we have 2. Where are you going? It's the first time we have 2 best of shows. It's not happened before in Lemon. So fantastic. What a way for the. वो क्या है? All right, I can go. Now you can go. So congratulations, this is a big deal. I think it's a great piece of work. It's been acknowledged by people around the globe. Moving on, we have the client of the year. Battleground Mobile. I mean, Ideally, client of the year. So she wants to keep it, yeah. So congratulations. I think it's just great. And honestly, it just took one piece of work. And it's so fantastic. Do a really one good piece of work and see what it can do, right? We now have and for a third year running, it's DDB Mudra West. I think it's incredible, and I'm telling every other unit, give them a run for their money. Let them not win number 4, right? But it's incredible, 3 years in a row, the consistency of work that's been coming out of one unit. Really good show, guys. I think you really set the bar for all of us. So great show. So last year, we spoke about the fact that we're adding a little bit into it. What happens when people win a lemon? Of course, I'm hoping there's brag value and there's pride and there's a sense of, you're good. But we wanted to add something more. So I want to come back to that one. This is what we spoke about. And we've spoken about a 1-month secondment at a DDB office. This is what I spoke about for the 1920 winners, right? It's been a year where we've not had too many lemons. So for this year, we don't have this. It's going to be combined with 21, 22, and sorry. I'm just giving everything off. Can you just get me back into my... Just exit the presentation first. First exit the screen. Exit the screen. Take off the screen. Can you... All right. Yeah, great. So what we are putting up right now is the leaderboard for 20, which will be what will go into for 21, which will go into 22. So can you make the presentation? All right. So the way this is done, there's a typo there. Oh my God. This is the leaderboard for 2020, for 21 and 22. At the end of 22, the people who are going to be on top of that, and the way it's done is 2 from creative, 1 from strategy, 1 from business. Whoever finishes the year on top are the ones who will get a shot at a 1-month secondment in a DDB office, in a top DDB office globally. Yeah? So to now talk about the people who did it for the last 2 years. Only 3 of them. The reason why it's not 4th, the business person, unfortunately, is not working with us anymore. So these are the winners who will get a 1-month secondment at a top DDB office globally. Godwin DeMello, Sanket, and Ketan. It could be someone from here next, right? So yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. I mean, that's really the end of the show. Thank you all. And we'll have a next one soon.